So we want to cut out a kaftan. A kaftan. Should I call it senator? Whatever. Nice to have you here again. Welcome to AJ Casuals. Here, we want to cut, want to draft out a kaftan. So these are fabric. Fabric is of two color. It's like brown and carton brown, like coffee brown and carton color brown. So what we are going to consider here first is our measurement. Our shirt measurement, we are going to consider the shoulder, the sleeve length, the chest, the bust. Some call the chest bust. So the bust or the chest, then with the shape or tummy, then the hips. We are considering the hips also. So, hang on, stand now. Are tired? So yes, the next thing we're going to do here is to consider the length. Our shirt length is going to be, should I call it kaftan or senator length? Our kaftan length is going to be, sorry for stressing you. So our kaftan length is going to be 35. 35, just like this. You put the fabrics together like this. Consider the English mouth. The English mouth should be within this height like this. So our length, shirt length is 35. We're adding 3 inches for our folding allowance or hemming allowance. So which give us 38. So this is just the front pattern. Please always be careful. I'm just cutting the front pattern. This is the way I cut my own pattern and it works perfectly for me. So I believe it's going to work for you too. So just put it like this. As you arrange it on your table like this, the next thing you cut the front pattern. If you want to mark it with chalk, you can mark it with chalk. If you want to mark it with chalk, you can do that also. Our actual length is 35. So but with this method, it's very fast and reliable. So we're adding 3 inches. This is 1, 2, 3. Then you cut. You cut it straight. If you want to use chalk or ruler, anything, just cut it straight. Make sure your hand is straight. Then you cut the back pattern with 4 inches or 3.5 inch, just like this. Make sure your hand is straight. Make sure your hand is straight. So the next thing we are going to consider the measurement. After cutting it like this, I advise you keep your iron close by. Turn on your iron. Hold it like this. It's going to be a simple one here. So the next thing is we are going to consider the bust. To get your bust, this folding on is like times 4. So our bust is 44. 11 times 4, that's 44. So you mark it out like this with extra allowance of like 3 inches or 2.5 if you want to manage your material. Good. Are we good? Yeah. So let's write on. You cut it out like this. Please, if you are confused, anywhere you are confused, you can quickly come to my DM and drop a message. So we are separating the front borders from the back. This is the front. This is going to be the front borders. Then this is the back borders. Yes. Should I call it borders or pattern? All of the above. So you use your iron to press it gently, just like this. Press it, press it, press it. Press it just like this. By the time you are done with the pressing, remember, I'm doing the same thing to the front pattern, just like this. Folding everything together. So we're going to press it down, Press it until you know it's sharp for you. Sharp for you. Just like this. This method has been the method I've been using for years now. It's very smooth, very fast, and reliable. So the next thing, you arrange it, putting it together to each other like this. Just like this. Then you cut out, for some professionals this, to mark it out. If you want to do that, do it for perfection. We're going to take out like 2 inches out, just like this. Mark 2 inches just like this. If you have ruler, you mark it like this. If you want, if you have ruler, you mark it out. But to save time, you can just go ahead and cut it directly, just like this, by slanting it. Then this is the back borders. You slant it too, just like this. So I know some of you will be confused around this side. Here doesn't have permanent measurement. Just do it the way you know is good for you. So the next thing is for you to fold it. If you fold it, if you notice it's too big, you can reduce the back borders. But these are the pattern. Yes. The next thing, you're going to use iron to press it. Use your iron to press it. So the next thing, we are going to draft. You mark the shoulder line like this. Then to get your neck, for adults, what we use mostly, we don't use neck pattern or neck board, or what did they call it, neckline or anything. We don't use that. To get your neck measurement, if the person is average or not that chubby, you can use, regularly I use 2.2 for adults. So use 2.2 if you want to use 2.2. For someone that is a little bit slim, you can use 2 inches. So we are using 2.2 here. So the next thing, you mark it like this. You take it round to the back pattern. So let's confirm our shoulder again. Our shoulder measurement is 19 and a half. 19 and a half. So the next thing to consider is the shoulder. Our shoulder is 19.5. To get your shoulder, this is 19. You add half inches. Then you add, this is 19. This is 19. So we are adding 0.7 inches to get our shoulder. If you're adding 0.5 inches, you may end up cutting it after trimming and every maybe weaving to be short. So to get, after getting the shoulder like this, if you want to draw it down just like this. Use your ruler. Do you know what? Do you know something? I'm very used to freehand, but for all perfections, you can just go ahead and draw a straight line down just like this. Then from that shoulder line, from that shoulder measurement, the next thing, you consider your armhole. We are making our armhole 9, which is about 18. We are making it about 18. If you have a ruler, you can just draw it straight, just like this. Our half length, our tummy, is going to be 18. It's going to be 18. 18. So just kindly draw your line straight, please. Straight. So the next measurement is going to be our waistline. Our waistline is going to be, we are going to make it 24 here. To get our waistline, we are going to make it 24. During measurement, we don't take all these things. So you'll be the one to use your initiative. Except if you want to be sure, you can go ahead and take the measurement. So we are using this line for the armhole. So you connect your armhole like this, maybe 0.7 inch deep from the regular shoulder measurement. Then the next thing we consider our bust. Our bust is 44. Is 44. Then let me see, our tummy is 42. This guy doesn't have too much tummy, so we are making it 42 just like this. So coming back to this side, make the hips 40. Our bust is 44. We are making the hips 45, 46 to perfect all the perfections. We are doing it like this. Then we'll draw our straight line down. Thank you. I'll draw it down. So the next thing, if it's going to carry, our kaftan is going to carry side pockets. So if the person is very tall, you consider it 7. You use 7 inches for tall person from the armhole. Then if it's short, you can use 6.5, 6. So we are making our pocket opening. We are making it 6.5. Then the next thing we are bringing 7.5 for deepness of our pockets. So don't allow this line to confuse you. 6.5. You leave it just like this. So our modern way of cutting clothes these days, we won't add too much allowance. The allowance is just according to you. You do it the way you want, just like this. So the next thing we are going to cut. So we cut just like this. Then you trim here just like this. Trim it just like this. Just like this. So look just like this. The allowance is up to you. If you like, you can reduce your allowance, your seam allowance. If you want to make it smaller, you can make it smaller. It's all your choice. So the armhole, if you know the person is very chubby, don't cut it equal. But if you know it's very chubby, cut the front borders before you add small allowance to the back, like 0.7 inch allowance to the back to balance the balanceable. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please do well, like, share, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell button so that you will see any video at all we are posting new, so that you will not be left behind. Thank you. We love you. We love you. So we cut the neck just like this. This neck, I advise, if you are new to this system, you measure it. I'm advising you measure it to be sure. But if you are not new, just ask your question if you want to ask on the neck aspect, and that will put it through. Thank you. We love you. Bye. Don't call, man.